Hey fam, and welcome to my review of Ready to Love, episode 9 of season 3. Now, I'm calling this a thirsty winter episode because Wynter is showing herself to be real thirsty. If you are a beautiful woman, you're on a date with a heterosexual man, and I forgot to turn down my audio. Let me do that. You're on a date with a heterosexual man. The ambiance is nice. The wine is flowing, and he doesn't try to kiss you. That's a red flag. Now, either your breath stinks, or something else stinks, or he just ain't that into you. And I think it's option C. He just ain't into you, Wynter. Jay is not into you. In fact, before the date, he ended up telling Wynter that if he had to choose that night, he would choose Joy. And so that's why, despite that information, Wynter still had to ask Jay to kiss her. And when he kissed her on the cheek like he was Santa Claus, and she was the little girl on his lap. It was crazy. So she was disappointed, but she thought, I guess, if I lip lock with him, that he might end up liking me. So that wasn't to be. So that's what was going on with Wynter and Jay. Now, some other people, the reason they were on the date in the first place, because Uncle Tommy told all the guys, take your number 2 person out so you can get to know them and make sure that you are really understanding what it is or who is your number 1. So that's why Jay was on the date with Wynter to begin with. Now, the other people who were on the date was, now, before Jay actually went out with Wynter, he told Joy, I'm going on a date with her because I'm being told to. So also, Wynter is Anthony's number 2. Wynter was getting a lot of action this week because she's number 2, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Anthony really liked kissing on her. In fact, he was kind of like creepy with it. When he started kissing her, he would say, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. It was like how men try to do something for you, like put gas in your tank, or they try to give you a compliment in exchange for whatever they can get. And so he was saying, I appreciate you. And she was letting him kiss her, and she would try to like get that cleavage feel on the sly. So they had a nice date together, but her cruel reality is she's number 2. So the next people who were on a date, to Denise's and to her happiness, she was on a date with Calfani. She doesn't know it because he didn't tell her, but she is now his number 2. So he treated her to a massage. He was her personal masseuse, and they got a chance to talk. And he still feels like he is a little uneasy about her jealousy issues. But again, she has been working on it. And so I got a feeling if he tells her that you're my number 2 behind Adriana, it might not go so well. So Edwin went on a date with Joy. Now, Joy is his number 1, his number 2, and his number 3. And he essentially told her that he really liked her, but Edwin knows that Joy is really feeling Jay. And so he told her, though, if we don't end up together, just know that you are really, he told her, you've really helped me out and getting to know myself better. And they had shed a few tears on the couch talking about the honesty and everything. Joy trying to hold back the tears. And so after Wynter's date with Jay, he went back over to Joy to let her know, hey, you're still my number 1. So Jay is still feeling Joy. That's his number 1. Now, Rashid and Alex found themselves on a date together because Alex is number 1, 2, 3. Her main man, Brian, went home last week. And so Rashid's number one went home last week, so they found themselves on a date together. And so Rashid and Adriana, that's his number one, they were on a kind of like, I just want to get this clear. You know, I'm your number one and you my number one. So Adriana would not commit. She's so trying to wait to hear, she's so trying to get with Calfani that she would not commit to being, to Rashid being her number one. I don't know what's going on with my video right now. So at any rate, I'm going to keep going. So I just want to say this to Rashid. She ghosted you once. That's shame on her. If you let her ghost you again, bro, that's shame on you. Because you know Calfani, or you know Rashid and Pop Tart, aka Adriana, they knew each other before the show, went on a date a couple of times. He was really liking her after his divorce, and she did not, she ghosted him. And so now she's pretending. I don't know if she's pretending or she's just being a 31-year-old who doesn't know what she wants in life. That's more like what it probably is. But essentially, she would not commit to him being her number one. So in the meantime, who ended up going home this time? On this episode, Alex ended up going home because Alex put all her eggs in one basket, and she was hoping on Brian, and Brian got sent home. So now she's pretty much was the odd person out with no lap left to sit on. So Alex got sent home, but in the meantime, the guys were sitting around, you know, going over what happened on their date. And so essentially we've got Adriana, who likes Calfani and Rashid. We got Calfani, who likes Denise and Anthony. We got Joy, who likes Jay and Edwin. And we got Wynter, who likes anybody who will like Wynter. So I guess the writing is on the wall for Wynter next week. We'll see what's going on with that. In the meantime, Alex was the one who went home this week. So that is my update on Ready to Love episode 9, season 3. So to find out more about the things that I care about, go to the written version of my journal. It's at eurweb.com. Thanks and have a super day.